John was working at the registration desk of a conference that was scheduled to begin at 8 p.m. At 7:30, he texts the conference manager to report that only 20% of the registrants had signed in. At 7:45, he sent a second text stating that in the past 15 minutes, 90 additional people had signed in, and that now 65% of the participants had arrived. The question is, which of the following is closest to the total number of people who had registered for the conference? So in this problem, we want to calculate the total number of the registrants for the conference. Therefore, we can let the total number of the registrants as x, and from the second sentence, we know that at 7:30, we have 20% of the registrants had signed in. It means we have 20% of x. And in the next 15 minutes, we have an addition of 90 people signed in to the conference. So we have 20% of x plus 90. And from the third sentence, we also know that at 7:45, we have 65% of the participants had arrived to the conference. It means that this sum of 20% of x and 90 is equal to 65% of x. So now we have a linear equation for this problem. And to make the calculation easier, we can state the percent as a decimal. So we have 20% is equal to 0.2 and 65% is equal to 0.65. And we have a linear equation, and to find x, we can subtract both sides with 0.2x, and 0.2x minus 0.2x is 0. Therefore, we have 90 on the left side, and 0.65 minus 0.2 is equal to 0.45x. And to find x, we can divide both sides with 0.45, and 90 dividing by 0.45 is equal to 200. So we get that the total number of people who had registered for the conference is 200. So the answer is B. And actually, to solve this problem, we can use another approach. We know that at 7:30, we have 20% of the registrants signed in for the conference. And from the third sentence, we know that at 7:45, we have 65% of the participants had arrived. So at 7:30, we have 20%, and at 7:45, we have 60%. It means that in the past 15 minutes, the number of the registrants signed in to the conference is increased by 45%, or 45% of the registrants had signed in the past 15 minutes. And in the third sentence, we know that in the past 15 minutes, 90 additional people had signed in. It means that this 45% of the registrants is equal to 90. And since we let the total number of people register for the conference, or the total number of the registrants, as x, therefore we have that 45% of x is equal to 90. And as usual, we can state the percent as a decimal. So we have 45% is equal to 0.45. And now we have 0.45x is equal to 90. And dividing both sides by 0.45, then we get that x is equal to 200. So we get the same result as our previous method. And therefore, the answer for this problem is B.